Okay, guys, as you know, the first step to print something is design the object. So there are many different programs to design 3D shapes, but we're gonna use a free software that is called Tinkercad. It's very easy to use. So we only had to you only had to type Tinkercad in Google, and the first entry is the one we had to click. And first thing we had to do is create an account. Okay, so you click in the join, so you can do it by using your Google account or maybe your email. Okay, so once you create a user, so this is the layout of the program. So as you can see in the left area, this is a program that you can use to design 3D shapes, and but you can use it as well to design circuits, code blocks, and the like. But we're going to focus in 3D designs. So more interesting areas, for example, you have this learn area where you have different tutorials. So maybe it's a good idea that you start by checking a few tutorials to learn how to move shapes, how to work with them. You have more here, okay? Next steps and the like. But okay, yeah. So I meant that you're ready to design something. And okay, this is an old one. I'm gonna get it. Okay. So we had to click here and create new design. So what you can see is that we have a work plane in this area, in the central area. This is exactly the same size as we have in as we have in our 3D printing. So you can have an idea of the size of your object by checking, by comparing this work plane with the 3D printer. Okay, so as you can see, you can move this plane. What I'm doing now is right clicking the mouse. Okay, you click the right button of the mouse, you keep it pressed, and then you can turn your work plane. Okay, so if you want to move it up and down, what you have to do is you have to click the shift key in the keyboard, and at the same time the right button in the mouse. So by pressing with your left hand, for example, the shift key and the right button in the mouse, what you can do is raise move up and down the work plane. Okay, so now we can move it around, you can up and down, and finally by using the wheel of the mouse we can make a zoom in the we can get it closer. Okay, so what can we do in this area? As you can see, we have different shapes, basic shapes. You have more. If you click here, you see that there are a lot of different shapes, but we're going to stick to the basic shapes. So imagine you want to start, for example, by using a box. So this is the way you place a box here. You can place it whatever you want, and the first thing you can see that you have different symbols around. You have these squares, so by clicking there you see the real dimension of this shape. So remember, dimensions in technology are in millimeters, so it means that this box is 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. Okay, so if you want to make this bigger, you only have to click in the white square, and then you can change the size, and at the same time you can deform it. Okay, you want to take it back to the former position. You can just check the size. Okay, now 20 by 20. So imagine that you want to change the size of this box, but you don't want to deform it. So what you have to do again is by pressing the shift button in the keyboard, and pressing for example this square, you can change the size, but as you can see the box is keeping the same shape, or maybe you can just click the upper, okay, the upper square, and you can make it higher or smaller. Okay, finally, as you can see, when you place a box or an object in this work plane, it's stick to the floor, but you can raise it a little bit by clicking in this cone, in this black cone. Yeah, this one. Okay, this black cone. So if I click here, I can raise it, and you know how much are you raising it, because as you can see, you have this distance here that is saying how far you have the shapes from the floor. You have to be careful because you're designing something for the 3D printer and you design something like this. It means that your shape is floating, is flying over the work plane, so that can be a problem. So let's place it again in the base. So yeah, now it's 0, so it means that it's stick to the floor. More things you can do is turn it around by clicking this arrow in the different direction. Okay. Now, okay, if I wanna place it, yeah, okay. Oh, it's a little bit. mm, okay, so this happened. If I cannot, okay. So this is the problem. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna uh, get rid of this and I place it again. No problem. So powerful things you can have in this program is that you can design shapes by joining different figures. For example, if I place up here a cone, imagine I want to place this cone up here. So the first thing you have to do is raise it. How much? So you click here and you see that this box is 20 millimeter high, so you take the cone and you raise it 20 millimeters. So now we're sure that the cone is exactly placed in the roof. Okay, so imagine that you want to place the cone right in the center of the box. So instead of using the mouse, you can use a powerful tool that is this one over here. This one, oh, sorry. This tool that is, yeah, this that is a line. Okay, you click here and as you can see there appear a lot of dots. So depending on the dot you select, you can align the cone with the box. So for example, you want to align it horizontally, you click here and now it's aligned horizontally. You can do the same vertically. For example, you click here, or now if I click here, okay, you see now the cone is exactly in the center. So you have to play with all these dots in order to align the shapes. So now still we have two shapes, we have two separate shapes, we have the cone and the box, but if we do this, we select both of them and we click in this symbol, we can group them. Yeah, and now they come together, right? Now it's just one singular shape. Okay, we can separate it if you need it. Okay, so what else can we do? Okay, we can make holes. We can use these two shapes that they are already whole, but you can use any shape, whatever. You can use a text or whatever, and to make a hole. So let's see how to do it. Imagine that I want to make a tunnel of a hole here. Okay, this one is too big, so I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna make it taller, and I'm gonna turn it, for example, yeah, 90, no, what's up, man? Yeah, now 90 degrees or something like that. Okay, so if I place it inside the other shape, okay, you place it here. Let's see what happened. If I transform this shape, instead of being a solid shape, into a hole, you're gonna see what happened. Now, if I put them together, I group them together, magic, this is what I get. I get a hole. So this is the game. By using different shapes and putting them together, making a hole, you can design almost everything. So once you have it, first thing you have to do is change the name. Normally Tinkercad assigns strange names because this shape is already saved. Okay, you go to the main menu, you will see that your shape is already saved here. Okay, it's here. I didn't click anywhere. I didn't click to any save button. Okay, yeah, if I want to keep on working on it, I have to click in Tinker this. Okay, so I can continue working on it. So I had to change, for example, I'm going to call this, I don't know, project 1. Okay, I have a name. Next step, once we finish our shape, we had to send it to be printed. So what we had to do is click here in this export button. So if we click here, and we had to select this option, STL. Okay, so we prepare it to be used as a file to be printed. Okay, you see it, we have it here. So this is the file you had to use later in another program I'm going to show you later to be prepared to be printed. So with this instruction, you should be ready to start with practice one, or you want to play with this. For example, you click here, you see that you can design the Minecraft stuff. Okay, that's by using blocks. Okay, so this is something you have to learn by yourself. So goodbye.